Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I have two in-laws who I love dearly. They are both in their mid to early 80s. My father-in-law, about a year and a half ago, was diagnosed with cancer and a multitude of other things. He's in very ill health. My mother-in-law is in fantastic health. And the situation is this. They have been married for 60 years. They both had very well-paying jobs, built up a really nice nest egg, probably to the tune of several, I want to say maybe $3.5, $4 million.
Okay.
And my mother-in-law has never been responsible with money. My father-in-law has always been the one to handle the bills. They are debt-free, doing well financially. And when my father-in-law went to the hospital about a year ago, he decided to go ahead and give my mother-in-law access to her retirement account, thinking that he didn't have much longer. She drained it, giving it to an online scammer.
Wait,
she has been
$3 to $4 million?
Well, no. There's several accounts. The one that he gave her access to was $750,000.
Okay, $750,000.
Drained, she drained that within about a week, giving it to some online scammer. We learned a lot after that incident, in that this has been going on for years.
That she's been getting scammed?
Yes. Yes. And she also has been cheating on her husband.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Are you sure she's getting scammed, or is she willingly giving away money to boyfriends and other men?
Oh, no, she is. But we think there's some mental illness there, because there's she's involved in a one-way romantic relationship with this person she's never met. And we've done some research. He's got multiple Facebook profiles, same picture, different name, doing the same thing all over the country.
Yeah.
So she has been visited by the FBI and the police, and she still believes that what she's doing is on the up and up with this guy that she's never met.
Wow.
Would she go get evaluated so that somebody can become the financial power of attorney before she just destroys her life?
Absolutely not. She thinks that she's saner than all of us.
Okay.
Interesting.
So the conundrum that we have is that when I say we, my husband and his brother have spoken to their dad about their concerns. And we're not poor, but we're definitely not in a situation where we could provide for her for the next 20 years if she does live that long. I mean, she's in great health.
Sure.
And honestly, after finding out what I found out, I wouldn't want to take care of her. And that sounds terrible, but there's a lot of upset in the family over what she's done to him and everybody else. She's even gone to her own son and asked for money to pay bills, which she has done, because my father-in-law pays all the bills. Mm-hmm. She even reverse mortgaged her car that he paid off to give this guy money.
Yeah.
And she'd run up credit card debt. So she's in her 80s, and she's got nothing in her name solely. What is left is in their name jointly. And we've asked him to make my husband or his brother executors of the estate. He says he has, but we don't have evidence.
Why do you think he's dragging his feet on this? Because what you're observing, third and fourth party, obviously he's been side by side for however long they've been married. So he's known about this longer and closer up than you guys have. Why do you think that he is in denial about this? Or why, you know what I'm saying? What's stopping him?
Hey, it's George. That's right. I've been here the whole time, just creeping. Kind of like the creepy spammers and scammers out there using and selling your personal data. Not cool, guys. Not cool. And that's why you need to check out Delete Me. Delete Me will find and remove your info from all of these data broker sites to reduce the risk of spam and scam in your life. Delete Me has already removed my info from over 250 websites that don't have any business having it. And as a Ramsey fan, you'll get 20% off all of their plans, which comes out to less than $9 a month. So after this clip, go sign up and take control of your privacy at joindeleteme.com/Ramsey or click the link in the description to get the deal. All right, back to the call.
What's stopping him?
We don't know. We've had conversations, amongst ourselves about what that reason could possibly be. We're confused because he's a very intelligent man. And she is too, honestly, but not about this. Mm-hmm. And so we're confused because if he's known about this for this long, not to this extent, obviously, he's just finding out about the gravity of it. But
your biggest concern is he does nothing. he passes away and she blows through this money quickly, and now I'm going to be on the hook to take care of her, and I don't even like her like that. That's basically where you're at.
Exactly. Bingo. And side note, my husband and I'm in my late 40s, he's in his mid 50s. We're going to be debt free in the next 2 years. We've worked aggressively to get to that point, and I don't want to go into debt to take care of somebody else who is
you don't have to. And you don't have to. There's a part of this, and John, this is your territory, but there's part of this where they had their life with their choices. And there are times where when you feel the need to swoop in, or, you can swoop in, or some of us is like, yeah, I plan to take care of my parents when they go into their latter years. Like they already kind of have it in their mind, for whatever reasons, whether it's because they misbehaved with money, or even if they didn't, they just caught a lot of bad breaks and they feel like it's their need to step in and kind of help. But those are choices. It's not you must do this and it's your responsibility to do this. I think those are hard lines to draw, but I do think that that's the truth of the matter. I mean, John, what do you think about that?
Honestly, there's a couple of things here. You have to understand that there's not a lot you personally can do.
Right.
And that's heartbreaking. Your husband can, and if I was in his shoes, I would petition a court for conservatorship.
Okay, well, that was why I was calling, to see if there's anything that we could do to prevent this catastrophe.
The only thing, what they'll do is potential, and again, you are just throwing a Hail Mary pass, hoping somebody catches it, getting the right judge on the right day. But what you would have to prove is, hey, this has continued over a series of years. My dying elderly father-in-law, or in your husband's case, my dying dad, moved money over that she gave to an online scammer. The FBI's been here. Here's all this. And she's taking out loans. Basically, she is a harm to herself. And you want to get a court. The court can order psychological testings, etc.
And you're going to have to deal with the down, the outcome of all that. That's going to be the hard part on you, is they're going to fight against this. They're going to...
He might not, but she might. But you can tell him, we're about to go to court to try to get... And he might say, oh, thank God, I don't have to do it. Like, who knows? So you're about to say something. What were you about to say?
Well, actually, to what you were just about to say yourself, that was going to be my question. What if he does not want to go that process? And I don't think that he will, because honestly, I think that there's a part of him that's very embarrassed about this. I mean, we're just finding out about this, and it's been going on to certain degrees for 60 years. So this is
it's as simple as telling him, this is going to come, you can sign this over to us and it stays with us, or this is going to become a public matter, but we have to take I have to take my mom's health into account starting now. Because here's the deal. Your husband and his brothers are faced with, do we watch our mom burn her life to the ground, or do we go down swinging? And I'm going to use, forget ego. Dad, you have one choice. You have two choices. One, this becomes public because we're going to go to court and try to get mom's conservatorship over mom's money. Or two, you sign over all of your personal finances so we can stop her from burning the house down. That's really your two choices. And I would tell my 80-year-old dad that. He gets to choose, but we're going to court because we see how this thing ends at the very end.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is one of those things where both solutions, just sitting to the side and saying, hey, this is your life, I can't make you do anything, that's tough. And the other option, which is really being very, very proactive, that's going to have its own set of challenges, and that's going to be very tough as well.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.